Hey everyone, Chris here for Thomann Guitars and Basses. Today I want to ask this really important and very subjective question. How much is a single channel worth? It's going to be different for everyone, of course, and the main idea came thanks to this amp. This is the Victory MK Clean. This just arrived in the studio. It's going to stay here, and I plugged it in. I wanted to hear it for the first time without the NAMM show noise floor, because I played the amp at the NAMM show. I think I liked it, but it's so loud you cannot really tell anything. I plugged it in and I couldn't believe the experience. So before I say a single thing in today's video, I wanna just twist some knobs and play a little and give you the experience. And if you get 10% of what I am getting here in the room, that's already probably enough for you to tell, like, oh, so this is how the Rolls-Royce of clean guitar amp sounds like. Yeah, well, there's that. It's an incredible amount of headroom from like a 30-watt amp, Alnico Gold speaker, a lot of that makes you want to pick up a guitar even after many, many years of playing, but not a long spec list, if you know what I mean. No multiple channels, no MIDI switching, no whatever. It has an effects loop, which is really cool because you can crank the front end, just what I did at the end of my playing. You can also disengage that effects loop if you don't want to use it and don't like it being in the way. So it really is an amp that celebrates simplicity and just doesn't cut corners, no compromises. It's just the goosebumps kind of sound. If you like to control everything that you do on your guitar, for example, crank the amp and work the knobs and the switch, it's the right kind of amp, because at whichever setting, whether you crank it and go for the second voicing and go for like a crunch sound, it's amazing. Barely any noise for that volume. I mean, it's painfully loud if you want it to be. You can also go back with it and have tons of headroom with humbucker guitars, with whatever you want to do. And on top of that, it takes pedals like nothing else as well, because they didn't cut corners. They thought of all the ways guitar players could use a clean/cleanish kind of amp. We know this from like traditional amps, whether it's a Vox style, a Fender style amp, you usually have to pay attention to what kind of voicing, like drive pedal voicing, will work with that amp. They don't love all kinds of drives, and that might be an issue if you have, I don't know, a scooped sounding pedal that goes into a scooped sounding amp. It's usually not really easy. Now with this, I found whichever drive pedal I want to use, whether it's a high gain, creamy, tight pedal or like a bluesy low gain pedal, it just works. All right, impressions. Is an amp like this absolutely necessary? No. Is this the right amp for everyone? Of course not. If you appreciate clean sounds, even just a little bit, and play as little as possible, but try to pay attention to every little detail of your playing, this is the kind of direction that kind of is the most natural one. Of course, you can argue that a Porsche, a Rolls-Royce is just, not necessary at all, obviously. Still, if you really like driving, those objects make sense. And if you really enjoy the beauty of a simple guitar tone, and maybe just use a couple of pedals just to spice things up, I highly appreciate these things, and I highly recommend you testing these kind of amps if you get the chance. Just come over, the Thomann store is awesome, and just crank a couple of really nice combos or heads. It's an experience that speaks for itself, and even if you're much more reasonable, this is just the kind of moment that makes you wanna like, oh yeah, guitar. Guitars are awesome. All right, let me know what you think in the comments below, and see you in another video very soon. Bye-bye.